So we're here in this very nice shop and a cafe, and this whole area used to be just one big field.
It used to be a mink farm originally, and then in, I think it was 2006, our client Jørn Tækker decided to buy, or at least to buy the rights to build. Originally it was just a small development, an extension of the suburb, but when we started looking at it, we realized that the light train connection in Aarhus was going to pass right across the field, and we realized that it might be possible to actually get a train station which could be the center of a whole new city.
So you decided to create a whole new city from scratch?
From absolute scratch. It developed from maybe 200 people in detached housing to an idea about a new way of living in a city that combines nature and urban life in a new way.
So Jørn Tækker, who was the man with the money who bought the rights to build here, he contacted you or asked you as an architectural studio to make a whole plan for how to build a whole new city. And you contacted other architects then?
Exactly. We were a small kind of studio at the time, renting a space in one of Jørn's buildings, and he asked us to help first with the small development, and then together we realized potential. We started inviting stakeholders and people to talk about what should city life be in the future, and how do you build sustainably, and thinking about what kind of city that could be. And it took us, I think, 5 years to develop that concept of what a future city could look like.
You spent 5 years just thinking
and developing the concept and the idea for it. And then once we had overall plan for a city of 15,000 people, we invited 8 different architects to do each a little kind of project within the first stage of Nye, which is where we are now. And now we can see the first 4 of those are currently built, and we are now ready to move on to stage 2, which is going to be double the size of the first one.
So the first architects who built here, were they allowed to sort of dream and make exactly what they wanted to, or did you have some restrictions?
We did an outline plan, and we had some quite strict principles of how to build here, because we wanted a city where nature and urban life and building was very closely connected. So the plans that everybody did were just for the footprint of the building, and the whole in-between space was a common design for all of Nye, which means that as soon as you step out of the door of your building, you are in the kind of nature of Nye, or the landscape that combines everything.
You are almost done with stage 1, which took you 5 years.
Yeah.
And now you're going to stage 2, which is going to be a more dense city, higher.
Yes.
How many stages do you have?
We have 6 stages, and we're now in stage 1 and 2, which is gradually becoming denser and more like a real city. And then in stage 3, we're doing the center of the city around the train station, which is going to be super dense and really like a city center with shops and streets.
Square.
And yeah, exactly. Sort of. And so by the end of stage 3, we probably finalized like 60% of the city.
And which year are we in there?
My guess is that we are 15 years into the future, something like that, maybe a little bit more. It's hard to tell exactly, but the whole town is going to be developed over probably the next 30 years.